Anyway, welcome back to another Hancock's VMware half hour. Yeah, I hit the wrong button there. I should have hit this one. Half hour. Welcome to the Hancock VMware half hour. Yeah, I should have hit that one and not the other one. So that really confused me for the moment. And it'd be interesting to see if I upload that to YouTube, whether or not that it will monetize that because of that. So anyway, yeah, welcome to Hancock's VMware half hour. That's really thrown me. And anyway, comments in the description as to what is that soundtrack. Anyway, so part 4. Yeah, part 1, part 2, part 3. In the last part, in part 3, we had a little look at the power requirements, the power draw that's this Intel NUC Extreme 11th gen. And I did actually basically turn around and say to you that we were going to get into this. Hang on. We were going to get into this. So here we go. I managed to actually get the iPhone Pro 13, iPhone Pro 13 Max, iPhone 13 Pro Max, working with NDI webcam, and you won't believe. I'll leave it till part 5, and I'll tell you how I fixed it. But anyway, so this is the iPhone 13 Pro Max that's on the desk here, and here is the Intel NUC Extreme. I'm looking for my there we go. I'm looking for my screwdriver. So we're going to do exactly the same thing again. We're going to remove the back plane. We're going to do this an awful lot. One of the things actually that caught me out this afternoon when I was going to look at doing this was I thought to myself, oh, hang on a minute. All the cables actually basically go through this back plane, so you cannot really have it powered on and remove the backplane because, of course, all the cables are actually through the backplane. So I had to remove all the cables from the other desk, and it's quite interesting because I actually watched Steve at Game & Nexus do the teardown on this, and like me or like him, he actually mentioned how it was a nice little Intel touch that they actually basically have made sure that all these little screws here are captive, so you don't bloody lose them. So again, he actually thought that was bloody hell, God, sorry, apologies. So much rubbish on my desk. There's a keyboard there really from a machine that's underneath it that I don't really need anymore. Really, I really should actually sort this desk out. The keys are so slidey, they just slide off. Anyway, okay, so that's the case removed. That's the back panel removed. Anyway, so part 4, what we were doing is we were dropping in our... In parts 3, I actually showed you this. This is an Intel X710-DA2. It's a PCIe x8 10G 2-port SFP plus server adapter. X710BM2 NIC. Still branded. Yeah, we got bucket loads of these. Literally bucket loads. But you can get them off your friendly auction site. There are many available. Okay, so this video really is all about dropping it into... So again, let's pull off the side panels. Put them there. It's interesting because Steve actually did sort of kind of comment how he actually basically saw, he was talking about the actual case, and he was actually basically talking about this piece of tape that was on here, and he was actually sort of kind of saying that he hopes that was just the trial build that he received. And well, I don't think this is a trial unit, and it's still there, so it's obviously production. I think he thought that was a bit janky. Okay, so we've got our Intel NUC. I'll just turn that around so that you can see that inside. So the same thing we're going to do. We're just going to pop the case off. Now he did also comment on a wire that was in here that was actually basically trapped and guillotined, which is one of the, it's either Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth wire, but I do see that they have actually secured that to stop that happening. I was going to check that today. So I need to basically just drop out this PCI backplane, and then we're going to drop in our network card. That's not a captive screw, so I need to hold that. I need to take out this little, oh, that's quite tight. That was really, yeah, normally these come out quite simple. It's interesting, there's a little notch. You won't be able to see that. You definitely won't be able to see that. But on the bottom of that backplane, metal backplane, there's a little notch. Not seen that before. Anyway, so this is our 10GBe NIC that we're going to bob in here. And we'll plug this into the same, there we go. It's all nicely secured in there. We'll do I'm going to plug this into the power meter and power it up. I'll have a little look, see whether or not that it's nice and tight. That's back up. Anyway, so we're going to pop that into the power meter when we get this up and running, and just see whether or not that we're using any more power. So I can drop that now like that. I'll keep that safe just in case I need that. It's falling off again. Okay, so the heavier panel, I think it's got a bit more metal in, goes on the component side. That just slides in like that. And then let's just turn this round. Heavy lump, really. A friend of mine who was watching one of the videos actually thought it was quite small. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's large when you compare it to a NUC. So I think that's all. Okay, so there we go. 10GB SFPs for UnRAID. And let's put on this back piece, which sort of kind of getting a little bit more confident now, he says. And then something's going to go ping and snaps. There we go. If you lever it underneath there and then push it on top, it works better. But let's just. And then finally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move it to the other workbench here in the office, in the lab. I'm thirsty. Need to get a drink. Yeah, so I'm going to move this to the other bench. So let's tighten that up. Right, I'm just going to quickly put this on pause. So we're back. We're all connected up. We're all ready to go. We're booted into Windows 11, of course. In the last video, part 3, we dropped, actually it was part 2. Part 3 was when we looked at power requirements. If you look back at part 2 is when we dropped Windows 11 onto it. If I can remember the password, we'll log in, and all we really want to see we can have a little look in network connections, and hopefully advanced network settings, and I'm going to do advanced sharing. Well, this is all changed. I hate Windows 11, I really do. I'm looking for the option that says, where's the option go? There used to be an advanced Windows Firewall Internet options. It's the old style. You know what? we'll get to it this way. View network and tasks. So I'm actually really wanting to look at change adapter settings because I wanting to look at all the adapter settings. Okay, so that's interesting. We've got no network interfaces showing there. So that's interesting. Let's have a little look in device manager. Is it just because, yeah, okay, surprised at that. I would have thought that Windows 11 would have had the device drivers for okay, let's just do update driver, search automatically. Okay, I would have thought that it would have had the drivers. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly bob off to the Intel site. I'm going to download the drivers and install them. I'm a little bit surprised because I did think that the drivers were included in Windows 11. I'm sure that the Minis Forum MSA2 has the same controller, 710, and Windows 11 and Windows Server 2012 picks up 2025 picks up drivers of them. Let's just go off to Intel site and get them. Anyway, here we go. Just gone to the Intel site, and we'll just install. We'll just run the setup BD. Yeah, install network drivers, and this should actually basically install the drivers for our 710, hopefully. Let's have a little look in there we go. So Ethernet 2, Ethernet 3, and all I really wanted to do was just confirm Ethernet controller network adapter converged X710. Yeah, I just really wanted to just double check that that network interface that I grabbed out the bin was working correctly. Okay, so that's it. Quick one there, 13 minutes. Again, thank you very much for watching another video by me, Andrew Hancock, at Hancock's VMware half hour in part 4 of this slow burn homebrew NAS build using an Intel NUC Extreme 11th gen, where in the next part number 5, is where things start getting exciting, because I found it. Here is one. You might not be able to see that unless I really put that very close. Far. Close. Far. Anyway, I'll stop messing around. Yeah, UnRAID. That's my UnRAID USB flash drive that we're going to bob in that in the next part, and we're going to boot UnRAID for the first time. And I've actually basically decided that I think I'm going to do something special. Again, for shits and giggles, I'm going to do something special. Maybe in part 5 or maybe in part 6. But anyway, so come back for part 5, and you can see me plug in my UnRAID USB flash drive for the very first time and boot our NAS. Anyway, again, thanks so much for joining me this evening. Be safe and look after yourselves out there. And I'll see you again in the next video at Hancock's VMware half hour. So cheerio and goodbye. Oh, and if you actually basically know what the music is at the beginning of the show, drop me a note in the description. Of course, unless I've had to remove it because it's been flagged by YouTube. Anyway, so thanks very much now, and all the best and good night.